So you're committed to the bad tenant agent, the agent that brung you bad tenants. You're committed to that one. Okay, my best friend.
Yeah. So yeah, and I wouldn't be combative, Hina. Like if they have this really weird loyalty, you can back off the pressure, right? I mean, allow them to just continue to be listed with somebody who can't sell it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's been 6 months. She's renewed the listing at least 2 or 3 times. And she's like, it's not even getting any showings. And I'm like, okay. And I just looked at the MLS and there was one other property in the building which was sold conditionally. I'm like, how come yours is not selling?
Yeah. And that's just a journey of a lot of sellers that, there's a for sale by owner in our neighborhood. He's literally 10% above the rest of the market. And so I'm looking at the sold ones and I'm like, is there 1,000 square feet on your home that I don't see? Like, is there a secret addition you put on here that there's value? Because what you're pricing it at doesn't reflect anything to do with the market. Like your size home sells for 10% less. And so there's one thing I know he won't do or they won't do in the next 6 months is sell. They're way over the market. Like there's square footage differences between, that pricing window and where your home is. So
I just lost a buyer last week, and that was basically because he didn't want to sign the BRA. He wanted to go with the BRA for every individual property, and he didn't want to be tied down to one realtor, even though I was the one who got his listing sold. So I was like,
yeah.
so
Tell me about why you need to be flexible like this. What are you thinking about? Like, are you thinking about doing stuff on your own? Because if there's no loyalty in it, obviously, I don't want to be loyal to somebody who doesn't have loyalty to me. Would you do that? Loyalty is
that's what,
usually important.
yeah, that's what my team leader said. Just let it go. So I
Yeah.
was like, okay.
You got paid
By the
off the
way,
one.
Chris, are you going to be doing a disc class anytime?
I don't see one on the calendar yet. We're formulating the second portion of the spring schedule, so it's possible. We've talked about it, but I don't have one just yet.
Okay,
But thank you
thank
for
you.
asking, Hina.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Chris, on the note of a realtor helping a seller with a tenant that is not paying their rent, or helping them evict that tenant, what is a type of service that you provide or someone on the call provides to help them with that? Because I have quite a few people in that problem situation and I'd like to help them.
It's a lot of work. It's illegal work. And so usually people who are experienced property managers have a system in place for that. If you don't regularly go to the courthouse and help with evictions, that's a whole new ball of wax. And so locally, become familiar with what happens in New York. I know in Texas, it's very different than New York. You can get people evicted in less than 2 weeks in Texas.
Oh yeah, no, no, no. That's certainly not the way it is here. And in terms of the legal aspect, I just even mean who to funnel it to. Like, is there some service or something that I can provide for the client to help them with the process? In New York, I mean, I don't have that kind of experience and I could not do that like that. So it's a very
Lorenzo.
yeah, in my area, we just try to stay tuned in with tough attorneys. New York, a person can sit in your house and not pay rent for 12 to 18 months, and you just need a bulldog attorney that doesn't accept any, variances, or excuses, and working with the judge. So it's really just finding that tough attorney and referring that attorney
Do you happen to have
to
one,
your
Lorenzo?
clients.
Do you happen to have one in New
Yeah,
York?
All right.
I have a
Let's.
bulldog in White Plains. I'll
All right.
reach out to you.
Here we
Yeah,
I'll
go.
reach out to you.
thank
We'll
you,
do it
thank
that
you.
way. We'll do
Yeah,
it that way.
yeah,
I don't want to
yeah.
get too New York on this, Erica.
No,
I wanted to
no.
get one resource in. Y'all can connect offline. There we
Yep,
go.
thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Erica. Turn this into a East Coast call.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah.
I've got a situation where it's a divorce situation, and the husband has. I was referred to one of my clients to the husband, so I spoke with him. They are not friends, but they were teachers of kids of our kids. So I know them, but not real know them. Anyway, I talked with him. He said, reach out to my wife. I've reached out to the wife, and I've called and I've texted, and we had a scheduled meeting. She didn't answer. She didn't call me back. Any advice?
So you're continuing to extend the invitation as a resource to help the process move forward.
Correct.
I'm here to help the process move forward. I want the best for both of you.
Mm-hmm.
What information could I present to you to make this easier for you, to make this smoother for you? What resources could I bring that would make it better for you to help with this process?
Okay. And she's not she was responding about twice, but this was back, and she's not responding any other way. So
hey, it's Reggie John. I'm just checking back in. It's Monday. I've got some resources that other people have found useful in this same process that you're in. Let me know when's a good time on your calendar that we could get together.
Okay.
Then call the husband back and say, husband, I made 14 attempts at this person. They're not coming back. Should I talk to their attorney? Because that's the principal has a rep that's a lawyer, and the lawyer has a duty in a divorce to navigate to the conclusion, and that'll happen. And their interest is they'll get paid when it closes, right? So the law firm conversation is, hey, do you guys want me to help you get paid faster? Usually property sales slow down the process, and I'm here just to make sure it runs really predictably. And the only thing that's missing right now is a conversation with the seller client. How do we make that happen?
Okay.
Right? And then the lawyer will say, well, blank, blank, blank.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Reggie, I've already got somebody that we typically use our listings. We send our listings to, and they help our clients, but I appreciate you doing that. That's the objection. What do you say?
Would you repeat it? I'm sorry. Would you repeat
Reggie,
it?
I appreciate you. I appreciate you calling, but we already have a realtor we typically send all of our listings to.
Well, it's never bad to have a second opinion. Would you agree?
That's it. That's it. I mean, that's just how you come back to that, right? You got to have something ready for a rebuttal. Second opinion is a great pivot point. I completely understand. Most people do have one, but yet I understand also most realtors only focus in one area. And since I've already known this house through these guys for some time, it's a really familiar property for me. Why don't you just give me a shot and see what I can do for you? And that way you'd have two resources.
Very good.
Can't we go back to the old tried and true? You don't owe me anything. You don't owe them anything, but you do owe yourself the very best. Certainly wouldn't hurt to hear what I have to say, would it?
I like the very best speech, or script, Valerie. That's a good one. You don't owe me anything, but you do owe yourself the very best.
Room 5. Thank you.
Kelly liked room 5. All right.
You heard that? What? Oh my gosh. I said that underneath my breath.
Kelly, your voice is distinguishable.
Yeah. I know, Chris. I know.
Goodbye. All right, my friends, back on the other side, golden bumper sticker nuggets. We topped 200 today, Ian. Woohoo! You guys did an amazing job sharing the call. Hopefully they'll come back. And we'll be doing expireds this week, I believe, is on the calendar. Exciting expired opportunity. I've got a couple that we're calling this week. And you can come with some suggestions. If you have anything, you can come in the pre-show. We can always work on some stuff. So, my friends, it's an honor to be here. Lots of good compliments in the chat. And we'll come back tomorrow, same time, same channel. I see Ruth is unmuted. Ruth, are you taking the mic today?
Yes, I am.
Ruth Mahasi, take us away.
You have received the inspiration. Now go put in the perspiration. Love you guys.
Thank you, Ruth.
Thank you, Chris. Chris, really quick.
Have a great day.
Chris.
We missed
Thank
Deb
you.
Bennett's birthday yesterday because it was on the weekend.
Oh,
Oh,
Deb-
happy birthday, Deb.
Deb's
birthday,
birthday was
Deb.
on Sunday, so we got to do something.
Happy birthday,
Is-
Deb.
Happy birthday, Deb.
Happy
Deb
birthday.
Bennett, are you here?
Birthday.
Deb
Happy
Bennett.
birthday.
Oh my gosh, come on.
Yeah,
I
so-
had
On the
eight.
count of three. One, two,
I'm a
three.
student,
Happy
Happy
birthday
Happy
birthday
birthday
to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, happy birthday to you,
Happy
Deb.
birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday
to
birthday.
you.
and many
Happy
more.
Happy birthday.
Oh, you're too sweet.
I
You're too
did,
sweet.
and I
Thank you.
completed the course.
Happy
But that's why I'm
Did
Happy
calling
birthday,
anybody
Deb.
record it
memory thing
anyways
or
because it's on
something.
Facebook, Deb.
I did it once in my whole life in the last 30,
Yeah.
50 years. So
Yeah.